What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi and welcome back to Courtside Financial. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and Nio. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos. And also make sure you hit that like button because it really does go a long way in helping out the channel. Lastly, if you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click the link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. When you open up your new brokerage account, you'll receive one free stock valued anywhere from $2.50 to $250. And when you make that initial deposit of $100 or more, you'll receive another free stock, and this free stock will be valued anywhere from $8 to $1,600. Lastly, cryptocurrency is now available on WeBull, so you can trade cryptocurrency on the platform with zero commission. So I haven't talked about crypto on the channel in a while, but if you've been following the channel for a long time, then you know that my first venture into crypto was Bitcoin, and I actually entered at 9,000. And also I bought Ethereum, which I also posted on YouTube that I had exited recently. And for Ethereum, I got in at 1,300. I had a few coins of Ethereum, rode it all the way up to 2,100. Mentioned on the channel that I sold all of it at 2,100 and I was waiting for re-entry. And then in the Discord, I also posted that I sold all my Bitcoin at 60,000. And I actually am going to be talking about it in this video as well, but I got back into Bitcoin today. So personally, I don't take crypto or Bitcoin or Ethereum as seriously as revenue generating companies, but I do believe that crypto has its place, and I love the story around Bitcoin in particularly. We're not going to get into all the specifics because that could honestly be a 1-hour video, but basically if you're in Bitcoin, you're making a bet on a decentralized future. Fiat currency like the US dollar can be printed at will. We've seen how much was printed in 2020 alone. A lot of the existing money supplies. So I kind of look at Bitcoin as a hedge against the current monetary system, or an inflation hedge. The supply is fixed, it's limited. Every 4 years there is a halving. So as opposed to fiat currency, which I mentioned, it can be created. Well, Bitcoin can't be created. So I believe in Bitcoin long term. I didn't sell because I don't believe in Bitcoin. But basically there's been a lot of FOMOing into crypto lately, with people not getting that, with the stock market not exactly rallying. A lot of people have been jumping into crypto at all-time highs, and really crypto is all a confidence game. It's just a belief system. There's no really underlying fundamentals, in my opinion, outside of the fact that I said that limited and there's a halving every 4 years. But it's hard. It's something that's very hard to value. Big institutions, they dedicate teams to this because it's such a new space and they don't even understand it correctly. So wherever the price is at today and where it's at tomorrow, that's really anyone's guess. So when I sold out of my Bitcoin, it was kind of rolling the dice, but I don't invest any money into crypto that I'm not willing to lose completely. It is not my number one source of investing. So with all the FOMO and everything going on, I felt like crypto could be overextended in the short term. So I took profits, and I actually took profits at 60K. Like I said, I watched it go up to 63. I kept my cool, I kept my composure, and I said I'm not going to get back in unless I can get back in significantly cheaper than I paid. And to me, I like to define stuff. So for me, that was under 57,000. So I actually was able to get back in at 56,000. So I have more Bitcoin than I had previously. And this isn't me making some expert move or call or anything like that. It's, like I said, purely just luck. No one knows where crypto is going to go. So what happened? Why was there a sell-off in Bitcoin? We're going to talk about that today in this video. So as this article states, it has been a turbulent week for Bitcoin, and it's only Monday after the cryptocurrency suffered a flash crash on Saturday, plummeting some 14%. It attempted to bounce back Monday, but the rebound fizzled out quickly. Bitcoin fell 0.7% against the US dollar around the time of the stock market close Monday, trading at around 56,000 per coin. The weekend plunge was a rather dramatic end to a months-long rally that was topped off by Coinbase's enormous IPO last week, which valued the crypto exchange at nearly $100 billion. Coinbase shares dropped 2.6% on Monday. Bitcoin has tumbled because of some countries like Turkey making noise about Bitcoin as a payment methodology, and also talk of further scrutiny by the US Treasury, said Brad Betchel, global head of FX at Jefferies. The crypto market is also getting more crowded. China is creating digital yuan, and it's toying with the idea of rolling out the currency at the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. Meanwhile, the Bank of England announced that the creation of a central bank digital currency, as well as a task force to explore its uses. Big tech is also developing their own versions of cryptocurrency, said analyst at Action Economics in a note to clients. All this represents significant future competition for the likes of Bitcoin. So there you have it on Bitcoin, what's driving the price right now. So this kind of speaks to things that Ray Dalio talks about. What are the competitions to Bitcoin? Obviously, it's never been hacked, but a lot of stuff has never been hacked until it is hacked. So security is a threat. You know, they're talking about competition. What if another currency comes out with a better algorithm that does things better than Bitcoin? You know, we can't just look at everything with rose-colored glasses. There are risks. Another risk that Ray Dalio has spoken about at one point is government. You see the commotion that's going on in Turkey right now, you know, all around the world. You know, one of the long-term threats to Bitcoins is what if the government says, you know what, we can't have this, we don't want it, we're gonna ban it. That's going to be a huge threat to Bitcoin and Bitcoin investors. So, you know, definitely a speculative investment here. I'm not bearish by any means, but you know, it didn't hurt me to take a nice chunk of profits and get back in. And we'll see if I hold it long term, or we'll see if I make some trades around it again. But honestly, my crypto money, like I've mentioned, you know, stocks are kind of beaten down right now. If I didn't get the opportunity to get back in, which I mentioned to you guys, I rolled the dice. It wasn't something that I planned or anything. No one plans for these type of things. I could have put that money into stocks. There's a lot of value, in my opinion, a lot of undervalued stocks in the stock market for long-term growth right now. Now we can talk about Nio. For electric vehicles in China, the world's biggest electric vehicle market, March marked a milestone for the entire industry as electric vehicle sales exceeded 10% of total vehicle sales for the first time ever. The way I view this for myself personally is that Nio is in an industry that is showing me all the right signs. It's growing, and it's only just going to take time and patience. It isn't worth it to me to stress out over the stock price every day or get euphoric when Nio stock has a run, because I know how long I'm in this thing for. It's going to take a long time for the market to actually materialize. If you're buying a stock, essentially you're buying a business, and you wouldn't sell a business because in the short term it drops in value. CEO William Li also said that he is very optimistic about the electric vehicle market this year. Next is that the highly anticipated first pure electric sedan from Nio makes its first auto show debut, along with Nio unveiling its Power North program in China. So what is the Power North program? The Power North program is infrastructure and charging incentives for 8 provinces in northern China. CN Tech Post as my source. The company says it plans to have 100 battery swap stations, 120 mobile charging vehicles, 500 supercharging stations, over 2,000 supercharging piles, and over 10,000 destination charging piles in the 8 provinces within the next 3 years. By then, there will be a battery swap station or a supercharging station for every 100 kilometers on average on the highways in these areas. Quality charging facilities for every 3 square kilometers in urban areas on average, and 95% coverage of charging resources in scenic spots above 4A level. William Li, founder, chairman, CEO of Nio, said in a release at the Shanghai Auto Show. Nio expanding its charging infrastructure once again. This is going to be huge. It's going to open doors for them as land is limited. Not everyone can just build out charging infrastructure, but the thing here is everyone is going to need charging infrastructure for the vehicles that they're selling, for the vehicles that they're buying. So the point I'm making is that location is a major constraint. Like we just saw last week with Ford, revealing plans to use Nio's charging infrastructure. I don't think that these cooperations are going to end with Ford. I suspect that there's going to be many more companies coming in and saying, hey, cut us a deal, let's use your charging infrastructure. And what does that mean for Nio? It means more streams of revenue coming under that Nio Power business. So at first, the Nio Power business didn't make sense to a lot of people, but the story is really coming around full circle, as they are going to be the ones with the charging infrastructure. People need them, the government's getting behind them, they're getting a lot of support from other entities. So you could kind of think about it as like, hey, I need to build a house, but I don't have the land. Well, in this case, metaphorically, of course, Nio has the land because they're building the charging infrastructures, so people have to come through them. Lastly, the ET7 debuted at the Shanghai Auto Show. I think this is a very nice looking vehicle personally. And I also think that the ET7 and pure electric sedans in general will be the next wave of growth for Nio. If you looked at the data, and I even did a video on this well before Nio Day where the ET7 was announced, but pure electric sedans in China have higher sales number than pure electric SUVs, which Nio is obviously a leader in. So when that sedan finally ramps up, I think that the delivery numbers will improve for Nio dramatically. So we start the week off with a lot of great news for Nio. You know, lots of things to talk about. We talked about Bitcoin, we've talked about Nio, we've talked about crypto in general. I want to know what you guys think about all this and everything going on right now. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down below. I'll link the free Discord in the description. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.